jumping in. And if you're in the chat, predictions are now open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series as spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Alkion. We have our Canadian Terran player, Teal Terran. It is Greenert. He's green, but he's teal. No, he picked this color. This is not the standard blue. I'm just saying, something's wrong here, something's wrong. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the South Korean Protoss player, the red Protoss representing Genji Esports. It is Trap. We go. Are settling in. And this series should lead into the upper semis, which has potentially Classic in weights. It's going to be Classic Rebellion and Lunacy facing for all those PvPs. We might be able to catch some of those mirror matchups after this series, depending on how fast or how slow we are. And of course, Trap already warmed up in the PvT matchup. And I'm excited to see what Greenert has to offer. I'm not really too familiar with him as well. I have seen Greenert time and time, week after week in ESL Americas. He is a Canadian GM, Canadian Terran player at the GM level. I'm ready to see some of these two regions clash in the quarterfinals. Also really do appreciate whenever we have players from outside of Korea sign up and participate in the KSL. Doesn't happen too often. So I do appreciate it. I'm cheering for Greenert solely because his name delights me. Then why is he not green? Why did he not pick the color green? Just say. Something's going on here. As the Marine does shut down the probe, it's going to be an economic opener. It's going to be a ranks expand at a Greenert. Is going to be economic. Meanwhile, across the map, at Trap opening up standard. Just going for a gate cyber into Nexus. We'll see where Greenert does take this, as we do have a factory follow-up, so no 2-on-1 or no 3 racks either. Going for something a lot more standard. Let's go. Now, the downside here is that Greenert has 0 scouting capability at the moment. So there was no SCV scout, there was no Reaper scout. We did go Marine first. So Greenert is going to be a little bit in the dark, at least initially. And we have our tech of choice, Twilight Council. Twilight Council on the way. He's just feeling a bit pale. That's why he isn't exactly green. Oh, no. Green, take care of yourself, Pappy. Take care of yourself. Pappy. A little bit under the weather. As it is going to be our 1-1-1. Now, because Greenert is playing blindly and is unaware of what's going on, Cyclone does make a lot of sense. Cyclone does keep us a little bit safer against Phoenixes, against Oracles. Likewise, we do have a massive amount of Marines as well. So for now, we're just covering our bases and playing safe. Back at home, Blink is on the way. And the question becomes, how many gateways? How many gateways for Trap? For now, we have 2. Do we go up to 3? Do we go up to 4? Oh, we're going at least up to 3. 3 gates on the way. This will give Trap a lot of map control. It is a very safe way to open up, as we're going to have an abundance of stalkers to work with. Greenert does move out for map control. And Trap is at the Zelnaga, going for the Cyclone. The Cyclone! Ooh, takes a lot of damage. Takes a lot of hits, but alas, Greenert does pull away. Does a pull back. Here in the main ways, get behind this, working towards drop play. Manufacture in production, additional Cyclones. Tech labs on the way, this should be for tank production. As Trap maintains control of the Zelnaga. And Greenert is moving out with that drop. I'm curious if he tries to bypass the Zelnaga or try to actually get control of it. And it looks like control is what we're going for. Now, he should be able to, but the downside here is that now Trap is fully aware. He sees the medevac, he sees the Marines, sees the Cyclones, and it should be warping in back at home. Stalkers are getting ready. And Blink is done. Blink has completed. We pick away at the Marines. Cyclones, they do a lot in the back line. They do get a couple of lock-ons, and one Stalker going to be going down. Stalker does fall, but we did bleed out a lot of Marines, and here come the reinforcements. And here come the remaining Stalkers. And we're going to clean this up. We're going to shut down the Marines. We do pick away. We do get away with one of those Cyclones, just barely. Did I speak too soon? Get out of here. Bruce is on cooldown, and it looks like Trap will hunt it down. The medevac and the Cyclone as well. Oof. Rough losses. Back at home, Greenert is expanding, taking a third CC. Getting into tanks. The first tank is out, but we're not ready. Oh, the tank is unsieged. And we just blink in. We just blink into the natural. SCVs are going down. Tank will siege up at the ramp, but cannot cover the mineral line. And the base is under fire. There was no bunker. There was no tank setup. Second tank does arrive, and we can force this back. Oh my god, that tank is so low. Oh, he wants it! Trappy threw away 2 Stalkers, but he does get the tank. A bit of a costly trade there, but probably worth it. Tank goes down, back at home, third base getting saturated, would be 4th on the way. We're going for a gateway explosion to mass charge lot. Trap is settling into the mid game, and Greenert is getting there. Does survive, doesn't lose too many SCVs. That was 8 workers going down. It does have a third CC. I mean, what I will say is that so far, Greenert, he is holding his own a little bit more so than the previous Terran player, than Bulgum. He's going to be able to survive on 2 bases and work towards a third, that is true. But we're stuck on 2 bases, this is a problem. We have no pushing power. We lost our medevacs. We are getting into tank production, but we have no stim. We have no way to really break out. Not yet. Not until these upgrades kick in. I'm referring to stim and combat shields. Referring to our bio upgrades that we are still working towards. Meanwhile, Trap rotating around, threatening a dive. Tank not quite in position. Oof, and we get into the main. We get into the main base. Combat shields has begun. Still no stim. And we can try to catch some of these Stalkers. Oh. Tank volley goes off, but the last Stalkers do get away. Not bad, 4 SCV kills. I'm still waiting for stim. I'm a little bit anxious. Without that upgrade, like again, this bio army is gonna be that much weaker. There we go. Stim has now begun. Getting to stim, third base now being taken. Nice tank setup as well. Will allow us to take that third. But back at home, Trap has been freely mining on 3 bases. 4th is fully saturated as well. And now we're moving out. So we're moving out with a massive gateway army. Colossus are on the way. Dark Shrine gets thrown down. We don't even need the Dark Shrine. I'll be honest, we don't need it. But anytime Dark Shrine. And Trap is moving out. Ooh, Stim is not done. We cannot do this. No shot. Greenert, he moves out, and he's gonna get shut down. Oh my god, there's no way out of this. There's only 1 medevac. We have combat shields, but again, yeah, this is gonna be a brutal loss here for Greenert. It's gonna lose every single bio unit. And back at it, what do we have left? We have tanks, we have a handful of Marines, handful of Marauders. That was a brutal loss here for our Terran player, and now we're vulnerable. Now we barely have anything to defend. We have a lot of Widow Mines, but we're going to force some friendly fire. Oof. Widow Mines going to be cleaned up tanks as well. We're breaking through. And Greenert just does not have enough to hold on. And pulling some of the ways, blinking into the main base. GG gets called, and Trap will take game number 1. Oof. GG. Once again, a solid game there out of Trap. Shout out to Greenert. Again, he was able to hold his zone for the time being, or at least initially, taking some SCV losses here and there. Unfortunately, he was contained. That was the big problem. His build overall was a little bit delayed as well, just because of the, or I should say, it was disrupted because of the aggression of Trap. Because of that, the upgrades were later than they should have been. Likewise, third base a little bit later as well. Greenert was having a bit of a harder time getting into the mid game there. I mean, but he was getting there. Was getting there. With that, GG Trap does take a lead. And now we're getting ready for game number 2. Getting ready for game 2. Looks like we do have some other updates in the bracket. Quickly going over them. Lunacy versus Rebellion did conclude, and Rebellion gets a 2-0. Rebellion now up against Classic in the quarterfinals. That means the entirety of the round of 16 has wrapped up, and now the quarterfinals are underway. And we'll try to catch another quarterfinals match after this series. Try to get there. Here we go. As you can hear the beeps, we have our lobby, we have our map. It's going to be Oceanborn. That's game 2. Let's go. Let us go. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Oceanborn, we have our Canadian Terran player down to the series, but looking and hoping to bounce back and to force the ace match. It is a Canadian Terran player. It is Greenert. And spawning in the top left hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Protoss, the red Protoss player representing Gen G Esports. It is Trap. We go, and hello, Mr. SCV. Where are we going? Oh, he's moving out with a friend. Let's go. Greenert, you know what? He's cast aside this facade of macro. He's like, Papi, I'm an NA Terran. Let's NA it up. Let's go. Going for a proxy 2 racks. We have a second racks on the way. Greenert is going to be doubling down here on the aggression. And Trap is scouting. Trap, he checks the triangular third base. He's checking the linear third base as well. So Trap is being careful. He's making sure he's secure, but he does not check further than that, so he will not find the proxy. Trap was playing safe, but still does not find it. So Raxes are finishing up. Pro moving out, going to be scouting across the map. We'll confirm that the Rax is missing. Now this Rax could be hidden back further in the main, or could be hidden at the natural, so Trap still has to confirm what's going on. Does realize Rax is missing, does check the corner of the main base, just in case. And it's going to be Proxy 2-Rax Marauder. Okay. Proxy Marauder out of Greenert. This can hit like a truck. This can be brutal. Trap already has a piece of the puzzle. Going Zealot first. Ooh. Cancel the Zealot, going for the Stalker. Bold move. Does go for the Stalker. Shield battery on the way. Trap, he's taking this seriously. We have a safety shield battery in the main base. Going for a Robo Opener before expansion. Very safe. Okay. Trap, he's getting ready. Now, essentially, with this Robo Opener, Immortal. Immortal production is going to be available, and Immortals, they will shut these Marauders down. Trap has control of the high ground. Marauders are moving out. We have 2, soon to be 4. We have some SCVs to tank some shots. And again, Trap, he's just so safe, so secure. Second gateway's on the way. Greenert does confirm the expansion is missing. There is no Nexus. And with the help of the shield battery, yeah, we're holding on. The Stalkers, they take 0 damage. And we have an overcharge as well. Do have the overcharge back at home. You can see Trap, he's scouting, he's checking to see, do you transition, do you throw it in the factory, do you expand? What do you do? What is the plan for Greenert? For now, he's doubling down. See, the real Chad move here is you pull the boy. He's going into Stim. Okay. Stim is on the way. Bunker is well outside of the natural. Do we try to contain? Do we try to expand? That'll be crazy. Bunker's under fire. Oh, we have the repair. Let's go. Our boy drilling the SCV. Oh, but the Immortal has arrived. And we can target down the Marauders one after the other. And the Bunker, it's not going to finish. I mean, even if it does, it can be focused down as well. Yeah, we force a salvage. Marauder's going to be chased back. The plans of Greenert now in shambles. It's not going to work out. Trap can now expand. And we are looking for the proxy, and we will find it. Oh, Stim, it's not going to finish. No, we snipe Stim. Yeah, Stim is denied. Back at home, we have a factory on the way. We're again trying to transition. Bunker has been thrown down as well, but we barely have a standing army. Marines are racing back. We will clean this up. Yeah, sniping both tech labs before moving out to leave the racks for the time being because we're going for the kill. We're going across the map with everything we have. We have a Stalkers, we have the Marauder, we have the Immortal. Prism is out as well. So we can juggle into the main. We can avoid the bunker. We can just avoid it entirely. Greenert getting ready. Second bunker at the Reaper Cliff. CC's on the way. We just drop in. We do just drop in. Yeah, warping in right into the main as well. The bunker will not complete. The boys are being pulled, and we do have a handful of Marines, but they have vanilla Marines. There's no stim, there's no combat shields, there's no upgrades. I mean, there's concussive shell, but we have no Marauders remaining. Cyclone do what they can. The boys, they arrive, they surround the army. They're going to be able to force the pickup. They force back Trap, but it's going to be at a cost. 12 SCV kills. Oof, and a delay on the CC. And Trap, he can back off, he can reinforce, and do that again. Rotating over. Now within range of the depots. Depots are going to be going down. Oh, no, we force field the Cyclone. Cyclone does pull as well. A brutal force field. Trap, calm down. Cyclone falls. We clean up all the depots. Doesn't quite supply block Greenert, but we're getting there. And the bunker soon thereafter. No SCVs, no repair. We don't really have the money to repair. We have to pull the voids. That's all we can do. That's all we have left. Send it, Poppy. We force field the Ram. We slice up the army. We can focus on the SCVs. And deal with the Cyclones later. Another big warp in. GG gets called, and Trap will take the series 2-0, advancing on to the semi-finals. GG. GG, well played. Congratulations here to Trap as he will claim the series. But a shout out to Greenert because, hey, he was able to show us a bit of a wider array of play here. We had a little bit more of a solid or more of a mech-oriented game in Game 1, and then we had some cheese here in Game 2 going Proxy Marauder. Unfortunately, Trap did take him very seriously. Trap didn't even scout the proxy, didn't really confirm what was going on, but he was so quick to react with the shield battery, with the Robo, with the Immortal, with the second gateway as well. Trap was playing very safe against Greenert, and did shut him down. GG. GG, well played. Congratulations. Now Trap is going to be our first semi-finalist, and the question becomes, who does he face off against? Who does he play? Let's find out.